Are single malts actually better than whiskey blends? We're gonna find out today. We are the Whiskbusters, and we're gonna bust some whiskey myths.
Nice.
Let's do it.
This is James, that's Jenna, and I'm Max, and we're all here from the Sons of Vancouver Distillery.
Got some whiskey myths that we're gonna bust together. It's a 4-part series. First of which, we're gonna get down to brass tacks and figure out, are single malts actually better than blends?
Once and for all.
And that's final.
James, could you explain to us, what is the difference between a single malt and a blend? I didn't tell him I was gonna answer this question.
That's a great question, Jenna. A single malt is 100% malted barley from the same distillery, like the same distillation house, whereas blends don't necessarily have to be 100% malt, and they don't have to come from the same distillery.
We have chosen 6 different whiskeys. 4 of them are from Scotland, 2 of them are from America. I really wanted to include some Canadian whiskeys, but there does not appear to exist a Canadian single malt blend that I could pull from. We have a lot of good...
they're all just single malt.
Or sorry, not single malt, but... Yeah,
They're
all
just single malts, they're not blends.
So we've got 4 Scotches, 2 American. Got a range of different price ranges, all the way from, I believe, $30 to the highest being, I think, $250. And we're gonna see which ones do we like the most, which one's the best, what drinks the best in a blind tasting. So we know what's in this box, but we don't know what order we're drinking them in. So we're gonna guess which ones we think are blends, which ones we think are the single malts, and maybe like try to identify which whiskey is in which position. But we don't know what we're drinking, and there might be some surprises along the way.
Fun, I can't wait.
All right, we'll start with number 1 over here. I feel like this one's gonna be really hard.
This is light.
Nice nose on it. I can't tell if there's any peat there or not. Like maybe like a tiny, tiny bit.
It's very light. A little bit of honey.
Palate on that is not as flavorful as I thought it was gonna be. It's nice, there's nothing bad about it. It's maybe like a little apple-y, maybe like a little bit of like a tails note, bit of like a younger whiskey note maybe. You can just put the SpongeBob.
Man, I love single malt. I am a broke distiller, so this is really fun to...
On to number 2. This smells vastly different from the first one. It was like sticking my nose in a bag of rubber bands compared to the first one. It was really weird.
Nice kind of graham crackery note.
I don't know if it's just that like it's similar to the first one, or I have to say that like this has to be an American one. I don't know. It's a very weird nose.
A little bit of spice and complexity on that second one. Kind of cereally.
It's significantly lighter than I was expecting.
Yeah, it just comes across as like very watery. I don't know. That's really strange.
Man, number 2 and number 6 are so light.
Okay, I'm gonna go to number 3.
Something a lot bigger body here.
Oh my God.
This one's a lot like richer.
And a bit of sweetness to the nose.
Oh, holy cow, guys. This smells exactly like, it's like eating chips and then smelling like the bits on your fingers afterwards. I can't figure out if it's hickory sticks or if it's...
Really like warm, and it's got like a baking spice or like...
A lot more sweetness, a lot more malt character, kind of a little bit of a fruity note too. Very tasty.
No, it's corn chips. This smells like those hoops. What are those those little corn hoops called?
For number 4, this one seems to have like a pretty big tails note to it.
Ooh, this is very much stronger than the other ones. Very fuely.
Well, that's American.
Star anise or like a black licoricey sort of note.
Kind of sweet.
That just tastes like bourbon.
I would venture a guess that this one is also an American whiskey.
Ooh, spicy, rich, dark, fuely. Interesting.
Number 4 is Woodford.
I would have to guess that that's the Woodford Reserve. What are we at, number 5 here? It's nice, it's well balanced. It's not like a whole lot going on, but like it's got like a nice maltiness to it.
I think compared to the last one, this has almost no flavor at all. It may not be the whiskey's fault so much as what preceded it. I'm not getting a whole lot from that.
All right, number 5 and number 1 are my guesses for Johnny Walker Black.
And the last one,
Nice, nice. Sweet.
And number 6 is the lightest one ever.
go from here. It might just be that my palate's a little washed out now. It's a bit of like an appleiness or
Honeysuckle sort of thing.
I mean, I shouldn't be so hard on number 6, but
yeah, like a green apple.
Very nice on that one. Very good finish.
So ranking these, now I just need to go back through and remember which one was which. I'm gonna say that I think I liked, all right, I'm gonna go number 1 here. I liked that one the best. And then I'm gonna go 2 over here, probably 3 for this one, 4, 5, and 6 over here.
So first is number 6. Second is number 1. The third will be this guy here. 5th, 6th, and 4th.
fucking Frito-Lay chips. All right, my favorite is, number 1 is my favorite, and number 5 is my next favorite. Third favorite is number 4, and then number 3. I suspect number 3 is also Glenfarclas because it's totally weird. Let's make number 2 my last favorite and number 6 my second last favorite.
All right, I'm dying to know.
Interesting
Yeah.
and embarrassing.
Yeah, it's probably.
So, yeah, what's
Yeah,
number
all right,
1?
what's number 1?
Okay, so number 1 was Glenfarclas.
Nice.
We nailed that, did we?
Yeah, I think,
Max and James got it.
yeah.
Better than I remember.
Number 2
Me
was
too.
Macallan.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
What's
Wow.
cool about this was James and Max both thought it was Doers,
Yeah.
and Jenny, you thought it was Glenfarclas.
I did not like this
I
very
would
much.
never have pegged this as.
This is my
Macallan.
lowest rated whiskey.
Yeah, usually
Like,
this.
put them in line.
I would
I went
easily-
into this one and I was like, it smells like I just stuck
Yeah.
my nose in a bag of rubber bands.
There's
Jenna
nothing.
and James both had it as last.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is nothing
Wow.
offensive, but very dull.
I think it is kind of offensive. I think there's a big off note of like
That's
burning
crazy.
rubber here. It's really weird.
I
Wait,
went back.
does that
This
mean
is
that
so
this?
neutral.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
then number 3, you all ended up with Westland, which it was Westland.
Westland, yes.
Ooh, nice work, guys.
We've been there.
Number 4, you all nailed it with Woodford.
Woodford, yeah. There's nothing else like that on this table.
Number 5 was Johnny Walker, and James and Max got that. Jenna said Doers.
And 6 is Doers. I need to be buying more
6 is
Doers.
Doers, and you all said it was Macallan.
Wow. And that is the bottom of the shelf Doers.
But like I thought it was either like
It smells like honeysuckle.
2
It's
and 6.
amazing.
I was like, it's either Macallan or it's Doers. So
Yeah,
We
that's
could have
really-
easily swapped
Really,
it.
Max had Doers as number 1.
I really like this Doers. I'm like, I gotta go and end it that. Yeah.
So what did I? So I picked Westland as my favorite then.
Your favorite was Westland,
Wow.
your least favorite was Macallan. Max, your favorite was Doers, your least favorite was Johnny Walker. And then James, your most favorite was Glenfarclas, your least favorite was Macallan. Everyone, like the highest as in the most well rated was Glenfarclas.
On Farkless.
So,
Ah.
so 5. The second favorite was Westland.
Interesting. Everybody loves corn nuts.
I unfortunately have no more Westland left to drink.
And there's a tie for 3rd.
Uh-huh.
Which is really interesting. Johnny Walker and Doers.
Oh yeah.
That Doers snuck up on me.
And what was in dead last?
Well, we have Woodford next, as in a 4, and then Macallan was dead.
Wow. And I will point out, I think that Macallan bottle is like in Canada $120 or something like that.
Yeah. Well, this is not.
So
Macallan 12.
Wow.
that was
Interesting.
Everyone
Yeah.
knew the Macallan 9 was better than the 12.
yeah, no, that was great. I don't remember liking the Glenfarclas that much. So like, it was a nice reminder that that is a very nice whiskey, and that
absolutely.
maybe my first take on it was not a good one, that I should revisit it.
I think especially with things like that temperature and place can play such a important role in how you enjoy something. And we'll come back and try it again. I'm just shocked by the Dewar's.
Glenfarclas and Johnny Walker were my first two favorites. I'd like to look into finding out if Glenfarclas is in the Johnny Walker blend.
Well, that was fun.
Yeah.
So if your single malt's really old, then maybe a better buy. But if it's not, then maybe just buy a blend.
Yeah.
Cheap blend.
Yeah, there's the Dewar's did really well.
Yeah.
No age statement on that.
No age statement. It wasn't shocking, but it was refreshing and easy and still very pleasant.
The Johnny Walker 12 did far better than the Macallan 12.
I thought that one would come out on top. Actually.
I thought the Johnny 12 would come out on top myself, and I was shocked to see how low I rated it going in, thinking it was like my favorite.
Also, Westland doing a great job.
Westland's great, and this Woodford that doesn't exactly qualify to be in this competitor's still like a really original whiskey.
So
like,
much pickle.
Pickle, fruit, and more oak character than any of the mentioned above.
Yeah. All right. Until next time, when we bust our next whiskey myth.
Oh yeah. I thought you were gonna say keep fit and have fun.
Body break.